everybody, welcome back to my anime channel, Gizanime. Today we're going to be watching Summertime Render, episode 4. I'm trying to get them all out kind of back to back, so I've been rushing them a little bit so that I can get caught up so we can do like the weekly episodes. Also, later on today, I'm more than likely going to start doing the manga readings as well. So I'll be looking forward to chapters, I believe it is 14 and 15 of the Return of the Disaster Class Hero. And hopefully, with this much more lenient schedule that I have at this job, I might even be able to react to a second anime at some point in time. More than likely next season, though. I'm a little behind on all the other shows, so that probably won't happen until then. Also, look forward to a minifigure unboxing of some of the ReZero figures. And yeah, so last episode we left off with our boy Shinpei seeing the shadow clone of Ushio and running after it. Him and his friends more or less came up with some kind of plan to take care of things. You know, they basically said, hey, look, if Mio's shadow clone comes up, you know, we're going to have the real Mio dressed up like this so that we can tell them apart. You know, the male friend of his whose name eludes me, I don't know if they said who it was or if I've just forgotten, but he came up with this idea, which was pretty ingenious, but it makes me wonder if the shadow form would automatically know about these kind of changes and be dressed like her anyways, which would be kind of weird and a little unique because it means they might have some kind of telepathic link in a way. So yeah, Shinpei is in front of this Shadow Ushio. We know that's not the real one. She's dead in a box. So kind of looking forward to this interaction because I'm really curious to see if she has any feelings for him or not, or if those are just all kind of compartmentalized away and she just doesn't care either way and she just goes to attack him. But with that said, let's get on to this episode, see what happens, and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we go. Let's see how this pans out for him. Okay. Okay, two options here. Because this can't be the real Ushio.
No shit.
So, she's lost in thought. You know, she really believes that that's really her. And she's unaware of what's really going on. Or her feelings for him, the original Ushio's feelings, or overriding the Shadow's feelings. Or sense of, you know, what to do, how to act. Unless she's just playing games with him to get close to him. Maybe to find Mio. I would find it really interesting if the Shadow was like so lost in emotions that she ended up helping them defeat the other shadows.
Obviously.
Exactly, it really thinks it's Ushio. Is she crying? No, because they really act like the counterparts. Like, that was really clear with the officer. Because he really acted like, you know, the original self. Take care of Mio? No. Oh, yeah. I guess that should have been a given. Obviously, something weird is going to happen in this episode. Because he's going to end up jumping back again at some point. But I wonder if he tries introducing them back, or if he just leaves it as it is, and doesn't tell the others, you know, he saw her. Also, I'm not sure, but I don't think she'll let him leave her alone, so... No, they even cremated her.
Last chance, who are you and what do you know?
She doesn't know, dude. You gotta look at it in a completely different context. It's like she has amnesia or something. Like she bonked her head at some point and forgot. Yeah, I mean, even if he doesn't go with her, the odds of like Mio or the other two seeing Ushio the shadow of her walking around are pretty high. So he should honestly go back to them and tell them what's going on. Also, the fact she's just there and nobody notices. Because this is such a small town, like... somebody should notice who she is, right? You would think. Okay, so this is the fake Mio.
Duh.
Wow, like Batman. I wonder what the original Mio's gonna do. Wow. This guy threw up glitter. Yeah, again, they act just like the original. This should not be shocking at all. Amnesia, that's got to be the only thing I can think of. Or again, her feelings, the original's feelings, are so strong for him that they override everything that she's supposed to be doing. I wonder if he already put it together. He does seem like he's pretty sharp. She's gonna follow him. She's not gonna stay.
I like this. This is cute.
Unless the other Mio finds her and kills her again. Tries to reset her. So she doesn't remember that part and the dream. So that was like that's an actual dream sequence that... I wonder if she's talking to him from like the other side maybe? Or in that brief moment maybe she sent over some kind of dream-like message. I don't know, because obviously it's an anime. But I'm just trying to figure out how she talked to him in the dream.
Imagination.
This guy. So, that's his name. This girl has her eyes closed a lot, kind of like Gin from Bleach. He's a lot more forward than I would ever be, that's for sure. Well, yeah, they're all listening. He told them to listen. Rip so. Ushio! Keep your chin up. There's no way she was gonna stay hidden. He should have realized that. She has a necklace. That's all they need. I love the art style. I am the warrior of love. Just the guy trying to make it look like he's talking himself, like forcing himself to talk. Someone might snap back in her. Reset. Wow. Is the shadow self of him taking over?
No, not exactly.
Wait a minute! Who are you?
It's him. The longer he stays, maybe, as Shinpei? Okay, that looks a lot like Gin. Maybe when the original or the Shadow Mio saw them, she switched places with him? Or this is after he left? So they finished it in this version. They just didn't kill him all the way, so he didn't go back. Wow, she's fast. Exactly. Wow, this thing's just been out here changing people left and right. The whole carnival's probably full of shadows now. Way too many. Ushio? It's gotta be Ushio, right? The way she's acting? I can't think of any of the others. Unless it's just someone we haven't met yet. So I guess they don't have to kill you to make a shadow. They just need to kill you to make the memories complete. So they're not going to kill him, probably. He has to kill himself somehow. You want to be killed, though, so you can reset. Haven't you figured that out already? Exactly. Okay, there's something else he's missing, maybe? Because he knows he's looping. I mean, if you kill him when everything's finished, won't he still be able to go back? Or is there a bigger picture I'm not getting right now? I mean, obviously there is, but I can't figure out what it would be that would rival him going back and resetting everything. Because it would seem like everything they would have accomplished would have been for nothing. He has to bite his tongue or kill himself or something. Again, they have the same feelings and emotions, right? So you would think that the shadow part of himself would still kind of have some kind of connection with Shinpei, kind of understand where he's coming from. I guess that's what they're waiting for, is this mother creature to wake up. And once that happens, then him resetting won't mean anything. Ushio killed her? Or maybe it's that guy that told them about the shadows. Or the cop. So they can die. Oh, I should have known it was the girl. Duh. Miss Boobs. Alright. Alright, everybody, and that was the episode. And I've got to say, it was actually a really good episode. A lot of the things that I kind of thought were going to happen, and a little bit that happened that I was not even remotely thinking about happened. Like, Shinpei's shadow self coming and, infiltrating the gang at the end there. What kind of threw me off, though, is when Ushio shows up, he acts shocked and stuff. He's like, hey, I told you not to come, blah, 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 blah. Like, why even say all that if you're the shadow? All that does is it throws off the viewer. But that's not something like the real character, I feel like, would have said. So it kind of makes no sense to have them do things that would be out of character. But, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time, So, backing up quite a bit, we get Shinpei again meeting with Ushio over at the beach. And them talking, him figuring out, he immediately realizes after all this starts that, that's not the real Ushio, which, again, I think is stupid because he should have known that from the jump. But what's really weird is the way she acts. And the Shadow Mio states later that, did the Shadow tell you, or did the traitor, tell you about what's going on? So we can safely assume that one of the shadows is a traitor. I'm leaning on Ushio, but again, that seems just a little bit too obvious. So to throw everybody off, it's got to be somebody else, right? But maybe not, because she again is the most likely candidate, unless she has amnesia or something to that effect. Like something's going on with her for sure, without a doubt. So the gang meets the Shadow Ushio later, and Mio is really, rightly, incredibly upset. Stating that this isn't the real one, this is a fake, and then the Shadow Shinpei goes behind her, grabs her, and basically starts to hurt her, like crushes the crap out of her arm, and then proceeds to tell everybody, I'm not going to let her go. And then they kind of figure out, that's the Shadow Shinpei. Something's happened to him. And the Shadow Mio, or the Shadow Ushio, tells them, something's not right, run, get out of here. And real fast, I just thought about this, but the fact that he crushed her arm so easily and she's a shadow, because we know that the shadows are way stronger, they're incredibly faster. The Shadow Mio stepped up to Shinpei, the real Shinpei, that somehow. So that was actually kind of shocking to see her do that so quickly. But if they're that much stronger, then the shadow version of Ushio should have been able to, I feel like, not have been able, or have her her arm crushed so easy, which is a little weird. So what if what we saw in the coffin was actually the Shadow Ushio that died, and not the real one? And maybe they had her locked away somewhere, or something of that nature happened, because they see her drown, right? But maybe that wasn't the real her. I don't know. Those are really wild off-topic theories that probably aren't true. So, continuing with what happened in this episode. At the end of the episode, the Shadow Shinpei goes to infiltrate the gang, and we see that the Shadow Mio is holding Shinpei down, and then the girl from the Ferry intervenes and blows her head off, again showing that they can die. So the Shadow Mio in this timeline right now is dead. So our current Mio has nothing to really worry about. So that makes me wonder, though, if that's the case, are they able to make another Shadow clone of Mio, or is this a one-off and done thing? So nobody can take over Mio's body. So I guess if the worst case scenario is now they have to just kill her and get rid of her like that. They can't just take over her body now. Also, a creature named Mother is mentioned. So I'm wondering what that's in reference to. I would assume some ultimate shadow. Maybe they need so many other shadow cells to maybe summon her. Maybe they got to sacrifice themselves to call her into the world, and then she can go forth and make shadows of everybody without all the extra steps, which would be kind of interesting. But with that said, though, let me know what you all thought of this episode, and I'll see you all next time.